This is the perfect schedule to get massive results as a real estate investor, especially in 2025 and beyond. Because right now, for you as a buyer, this is the best market ever. I'm seeing deals that are being purchased for 5 to 6 figures below the asking price numerous times. And so far, my biggest savings to date have been $373,000. Now, obviously, having a schedule will not make those kind of results happen. Let's use negotiations and CMAs, which I talk about a lot on this channel. But what I've done in the past few years with my team doing $1.6 billion in transactions, being one of the top agents as well in all USA, is all thanks to my schedule. I get asked countless times from agents and a lot of my investor clients, how do I structure my day to get so much done and to get them the best results time and time again? Hello, my name is Jordan Super. I'm one of the top agents again in all USA, and we help clients like you get the best deals whether they're buying or selling in any kind of market. And we've broken records up to a 1 to 5 mile radius, whether it's buying or selling, for outperforming every home and agent in that radius. So let's kind of jump into this super quickly though. Again, my team's done $1.6 billion in transactions. People have seen the proof behind the pudding. Week to date was number 13 for USA, 1 for Texas, 1 for Austin, number 2 for Austin, Texas, year to date. And we've done this in almost every major city in greater Austin, from Pflugerville, Kyle, Round Rock, in 2024 and 2025, and we keep doing it. And I think honestly a big part of this is thanks to my schedule. I'm gonna look out, a few weeks out, so my calendar doesn't have meetings already scheduled there with my other clients for privacy purposes. But this is how I structure my day and my calendar. This allows me to have as much as I can of a work-life balance, but also being super holistic behind my strategies. Because a lot of times I see so many investors who are like, I'm gonna work 16-hour days every single day, and by doing that, I'm gonna get more done, more success, more results. But what normally happens, what I've seen for myself and other people, is get burnt out super quickly. And the whole goal of entrepreneurship and being an investor is like, how long can you stay in the game for? That's the goal. To win as a business owner, it's stay in the game the longest, stay in the same niche the longest, the same industry the longest. And to do that, we have to be extremely holistic in order to get results. When I was younger, I used to work 16 to 20-hour days every single day. And you get burnt out super quickly. And what normally happens at the end of that, you end up taking off days, weeks, or more because you're so exhausted, so tired, and you're so deprived of life and joy. So this is my calendar. I've been doing it pretty consistently now for the past, probably hardcore past year or so, but something similar to this past 5 years. And again, this is why we're such a top ranking, why we're breaking records, being on featured publications like Wall Street Journal and USA News and Maxim and so forth. Mostly thanks to one, understanding real estate at the highest level, but two, having a super dialed in schedule. Now, for us and for those watching, you probably have seen me before, I don't think it actually matters what time you wake up. If you wake up at 1 in the morning, at 5 in the morning, or at 10 a.m., or even at 1 p.m., it doesn't matter because we still do the same hours of the day. You can argue if you wake up super early, it helps you get more done for the people and get caught up and so forth, which may be true to some people. For me, my son is 16 months as of yesterday. To be waking up at 4 in the morning allows me to have enough time to get a jump start, get some work done. I like being up in the morning. I feel super accomplished as soon as I wake up. So for me, this is why I do it. But you I hate mornings. I'm useless until 10 a.m. Don't follow the schedule. Just move it down to your timeline. Or just take what you want. Again, I'm not a guru. I'm a real estate agent trying to help you get more deals done here and beyond. But for me, my first like 15 minutes of the day is kind of get myself anchored in. So this is gonna be my SBA, my self manifesto. I'm gonna learn and read a little bit and get kind of primed for the day. Like my self manifesto, just like a reminder of like who I am, what I've achieved so far, what I've been through so far, and what are my goals moving forward. It's more of a prime than anything else because our subconscious controls 90% of our life. And it has no clue what's fake versus real. So if I can brainwash myself almost every single day, I get more stuff done by that. Now, is my ranking and my accolades done because of that? Who knows? Like I'm a TV show host, I'm a top agent, reach millions of people every single month and year. And do I think some of that is thanks to my SBA, my morning ritual? Maybe, maybe not. Again, and also want to add, like you probably noticed here, my morning ritual is 10 to 15 minutes long, not 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. Like a lot of people will say you have a huge, huge morning ritual. And I think the biggest way to have a massive success in your real estate business as an investor is to just get more done, have more activity happening. So my first hour, hour and a half of my morning afterwards is deep work. This is outreach to find new clients. This is lead sourcing. This is CMAs, client fulfillment, and making sure I'm pushing the ball forward and doing my highest leverage activity, the highest income opportunity, kind of eating the frog. For those who are investors, your first deep work should be outreaching to deal flow, should be talking to your agent like myself. Say, hey, I have these deals I'm working on. How can you help me get these transacted on to get more money saved and so forth? And all the things across the line. Again, in real estate, finding the deals is one of the hardest parts, of course. But at the same time, I think like in all society, that's just one part of it. Having your agent like myself do negotiations, do the CMAs for you, all those things is a true value. So we can help you save, 5 to 6 figures. Like for us, our average savings for our client is $79,000 and $200. So we save you almost $80,000 just in the buy side on average. Our highest again being 373. That's when I scroll down real quickly. So this is it's breaking records on the sell side. I think I'm gonna show you our buy side. So if I look on my buy side, we have one for 261, another one for 373. So we save a lot of clients money thanks to our strategies. So that's going to be a big part of that for us. So for you as an investor, it's going to be looking at the deals that you have on your plate from your agent or from agents if you have more than one. Again, I think having one dedicated agent is probably your best bet. Again, I'm an agent saying this, so take that with a grain of salt. But I think you get more loyalty and more like trust. It's a trust business. It's back and forth, in my opinion. If I have a client that has tons of agents, I'm going to spend less time on that client because I want someone that values my business. Again, I'm one of the top agents. I've kind of like got to the point where I can do that. In the beginning, I couldn't do that. So it also depends on that point as well. But again, my first hour, hour and a half of my morning is just high leverage work, the highest income out there. Then from there, I have fitness. I go to Lifetime Fitness. You can see a whole video of why I chose that gym if you want to as well on my channel. But I think you want to like really, what one of my mentors taught me, you want to like exhaust the body to tame the mind. And I know I'm happier, I'm more productive, I have more endorphins if I have my fitness first. So that could be from fitness classes and just going to the gym and so forth, meeting new people. Again, anchored on that point of view. And also, this is probably the hardest thing I would do all day long. Lifting 200-300 pounds at one time is not easy. So like my day forward is all super easy moving forward in them. And this is probably my biggest time block of like personal care every single day. Then from there, from my schedule, again, if you're a single person or you have no kids or no wife or girlfriend, you can probably work more than I do because you have no obligations. My next point though is shower, work, and prep. So this is like eating, getting ready for the rest of my day and everything like that. And then from like 8 to 9 o'clock is with my family and my son, eating breakfast, taking a walk with them, being connected. If you're single, it could be like 30 minutes or less, or it could be still now if you want to as well. And then from here, my deep work starts again from like 9 till 12. At this time, I'm doing more research, more deal sourcing, content creation, offers, ads, and a lot more client fulfillment. Because for me, my number one job is making sure my clients are happy. If my clients aren't happy, then like getting them in the first place is a waste of time. So I spend most of my time really trying to make sure I over deliver for them and break records for them on buying and selling. So for you, if you are working on a deal, like that could be content about that property, get more clients coming to you, more deals coming to you, more fame coming to you, more investors coming to you, is really good to do. So if you're an investor, I think content creation still works. After you make at least 6 figures a year. I always say at least a minimum 100K a year you're making from doing actual real estate investing, you can start doing content. Before then, you should just be working on your deals, getting more leadership skills on how to manage the property managers, how to manage the contractors on top of that, and all those things as well. Make sure the deals goes good, researching your marketplace, understanding yourself. Again, having a trusted agent on your side, like myself, is key. You want to make sure you have a good team on your side. But on top of that, you also should know your industry too. So you can actually have more feedback, more involvement, more control of your business, and not just listen to the agent. Again, I'm one of the top agents in all USA, but I still want my clients to be super informed. I spend a lot of my time really teaching my clients more about real estate investing so they are also better equipped working with me or by themselves or other people in the future. Because again, I want to make sure they're winning. So I spend a lot of time on that. So for you, you should spend a lot of time on researching, looking at the deals that we're saying to you, and so forth. And then, of course, making offers or saying, hey, agent, or hey, me, Jordan, make an offer on this property for us, to get more deals going. Because like the way to win in real estate is to send more offers, get more deals accepted, work on more transactions, do due diligence, and close more deals. And that could be for flipping, for wholesaling if you want to, for buying and holding, for rehabbing, you name it. All these works in the same kind of methodology if you're doing it in real estate investing. For me, on this day on Thursdays, I go live, kind of just breaking down more real estate in live time, answering questions. Again, I do a lot of content. Then our next big time block for me after my first 3 hours is me, again, family. I probably spend 30 to 40 hours a week with my family and like an hour or so dedicated per day with my son, just him and I, probably an hour and a half. Because family is super important to me. And like, again, having a big business is great, but without having a family, what's the point? And I'll probably spend like 60 hours a week, give or take, on working. Keep in mind, when I first started off, if you're brand new into real estate investing, you should not have this schedule. Because like I have balanced now, I've made a really big foundation. I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on coaches and mentors and done over millions and millions of dollars in transactions over the past few years. Like I can do this now. But starting off a decade ago, I worked 80 to 100 hour weeks to learn skills, to get better, to have more, resources. So take that to a grain of salt. If you make more than 6 figures, this calendar may probably work for you better. But again, take what you want and then don't take what you need. So 12 to 1 is with my family. And then next big time block is 1 to like 3 o'clock. For me, is getting active lead gen, meetings with my clients. So if I'm doing buying or selling presentations, that's what I'm doing. If I am working on transactions currently with my clients, I'm doing meetings with them as well to make sure they're okay, following up with them, making sure they're taken care of, having coffee meetings, follow-up, emails, and so forth. This is more like people involvement. So for me, my highest energy stuff is done in the morning when I'm more creative. And then doing stuff with my clients, like sales and all those things, are pretty easy to do at that point on this timeline here. And then on that point, you can kind of see on this as well, for my deep block, I then transition kind of to fatherhood again from like 4 o'clock until 6:30. I'm with my son, my wife at the gym, making sure it's taken care of. And then she gets back and we eat dinner. And then I give my quick recap, eat some dinner, go for another walk, and then from like 6:30 to 7:30, maybe 8 at the latest, is my last time block. And this time block is more of like making sure you ain't missing anything for that day. Also kind of backpedal quickly for you as an investor. If you're doing the 1 to 3 o'clock, 1 to 4 o'clock schedule or later, you have no kids yet, your active could be like lead gen, it could be calls with your investors, calls with your property managers, your contractors, walking more sites, talking to your agent, and so forth, and all those things there, and meetings as well with new potential clients, new potential investors, new potential sellers for you. So that would be like your time block on an investor standpoint. And then, of course, dinner and so forth, and then deep work for me at 6:30 to 7:30 is, again, looking at my calendar, make sure I ain't missing anything, looking at my emails, my texts, my outlets on social media, make sure I ain't missing anything for that day, and make sure my clients are taken care of, and also prepping for the next day as well. So war map planning, it's like I'm looking at my SBA again, twice a day, so I'm looking at my goals, I'm looking at my journal, which is just like break down what I've done so far for that day as a reminder, and also breaking down my calendar with actual like stuff for the next day too. And also I sell all my clothes before I go to bed at nighttime here in my office. So I have that ready to go at 4 or 5 in the morning when I go to the gym. And I also have, my stuff laid out. I have all my things prepped, and I get kind of synced in, and I kind of get off social media hopefully by like 8 p.m., at least 30 minutes before bed, and then I may read for a little bit, say goodnight to my family, and then go to bed, and then I wake up naturally between 4 and 5. That's kind of a whole entire schedule. It will help me so much, again, break records every single time, be a TV show host, have PR, become a top agent, and do $1.6 billion transactions over the past few years with my team. Again, it sounds super simple because it is, but what helps me so much is just making sure it's super holistic, where I build my business around my life and not my life and my business. This way you don't get burnt out. And then obviously for me, since I'm a business owner, and you all as well as an entrepreneur, if I get tired, I'm like, man, I'm kind of burnt out from this schedule even, I can just say, hey, today's a half day, or today's an off day, because I can kind of pick and choose when I do that, and you can as well. And I can normally go like 2 to 3 weeks of this schedule, like hardcore, before I like have to like take a half day, or like have to like relax, or like my family like, hey, I know I see you a lot already, but I want to have more time with you. I want to have date night, and we have other things going on, and I have that as well built into it. But again, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything, I don't drink, I don't hang out with the boys. I like just work out, I see my family. So like my life is like super boring, but also like I had really big goals. So this is why my thing is so dialed in the way it is. Which will also say to you, like, adopt what you want from my schedule, and then reject what you don't want. Because again, it's not for everybody. Your schedule should be around you, because it's your life and your business and your goals. But this has helped me so much, achieve so much in my life and so much in my business. And to add more like context to you, and powerful having a really dialed in schedule for yourself. When I was younger, from like 12 to 18, I was homeless as a kid. Like literally sleeping on frozen benches and stairwells, friends' couches most nights, luckily. And like I had no direction, I had no hope, I had no schedule, and I was just kind of floating through life and drifting per se. And then in my early 20s, I kind of get into this method of having a schedule, not as fine-tuned as this one, getting more stuff done. And I realized the more dialed in my schedule has been, the more I'm able to achieve every single day, because my schedule is like built for having more success, having more client fulfillment, and more, support for everybody. And this allows me to do stuff at a high level. Again, if you like this video, drop some likes down below, share this with friends. Who needs to see this video? What investors do you know that will love this time blocking breakdown for themselves? And if you want more help finding deals, down below, book a free call with me and my team. That will help you work with us directly, helping you save 5 to 6 figures, and also, of course, sell houses as well. We do that at the highest level as well for you too. Thanks for watching. The best of yet. I'll see you at the top, and at the end, keep on crushing it. You got this.